Hello and welcome back to my world. Since you've been gone, I've done quite a lot to the island. So I removed all the buildings I hated from the front of here and made it into a kind of garden. I've planted 8,000 sunflowers. Probably need to plant a couple more. But anyway, let's show you what's happened since you were last here. Right. So here is my stable. I think this was the same last time, where I have all my fishermen. And of course, fishermen buy string because they love string. So I put all my string here, and I selected them for emeralds, so I can buy whatever I want, basically. They've got quite a bad living condition situation, these beds, and it forces them to stand on a ledge quite a lot of the time, which is bad for them and bad for me, because I can't actually get them to replenish their trades. Also, some of the other ones like to be forced onto the roof. So at some point I might do something about that, but I can't be bothered at the moment. One of the original builds is this train station over here, and I've kind of changed this a lot. This will be lava and stuff, but didn't really fit as well. I'd say this is probably my least favourite building that I haven't taken down, but it's my train station. It's got a lot of memories, and I'm thinking about kind of doing it up at some point. So here I have my Arctic foxes who like to leave the island, and there's Ninetails. Yeah, these two maps have been missing for about a year and a half. If you come through here, yep. Oh my goodness. Oh, I love them. Anyway, this is where people used to ask questions and I'd answer them. Yeah. So that train station leads to something called the Party Palace, which we'll probably visit last. Yeah. So we've got loads of mushrooms, and we've got blocks from the mushrooms on top of ender rods to make mini light mushrooms. This is a kind of floating garden, so using fireplaces as a walkway. Now looking at it again, since I did this, definitely needs way more work, a lot more flowers. Yeah. And this carrot field doesn't really make sense anymore. Anyway, other things that I've done since are build that kind of stone verge behind the record store. I guess we'll go there next. So, at the moment, I've yet to put anything in here, but I'm thinking of making it into a giant like beehive to farm honey, or some kind of storage, maybe a place where I can get all my villagers and get trades from them. But probably the bees. I like bees way more, and they could fly around the island. Yep. So pop into the record store. This has every disc, and if it doesn't, it's in there in my little treasure room. And you come up here, room of cat, good disc. And if you want to dance, you put a disc in here, and you have the time of your life. Moving on from that, you can go for a walk this way. And actually, yeah, we'll walk up the top of this ridge because I'm quite proud of this. I thought it would look terrible, and I just committed to it. So you come up here. Along this way, there are many places you can stand. Well, I need to come up with like park benches for little views of parts of the island. And what I like about this, because this world's very old, it came from the Xbox edition, so that meant that this, if you were to put the seed in, it would look nothing like this. So there's a Tundra Biome there, a deep ocean. We're on top of the deep ocean because I built this island, and then there's jungle that way, and then there was a savannah, and then there was extreme hills biome just there. So it was quite congested. This is my Tulip Garden, nowhere near finished, needs lighting. I hate the path, so I'm going to probably take all these out, replace it with grass ones, and then put that across here so that it fits with the aesthetic of the walkway up, and then I can put wood which actually matches a colour because this doesn't really. So you got a viewing station of the ocean here, and you got a viewing post of the island there. Moving on, we have this. So here used to be where I had all my animals and food sources. They looked pretty awful, so I thought I'll put amazing. Tried all the different like leaf blocks, and I settled on this one for the colour aesthetic. It seemed to go with everything. And I realised, like, well, you've used all the other flowers everywhere else, so I hadn't used, I think it's cornflower, so I had to mass produce cornflowers and put them here. That was pretty cool. This is the Prismarine Prison. Just like the record store, actually, it has a tutorial on how to build it. And effectively, it houses zombie pigmen, a witch called Babu Yabu. These guys I call White Walkers because I can't remember. Withers? No. Snow skellies. And that's a pillager. And yeah, beneath this is the only entrance. Oh, actually, let's try and find Walter White. Walter White! Well, first time. What a dream. Okay, we head down here. This is where I bred my turtles. Not very pretty. I'm going to make this better as well. This is my aquarium. So, yeah, under here there's 500 tropical fish. I did take a layer of water out at the top, so I could have dolphins in here. But dolphins always find a way to drown themselves. So sadly they died. You can see there used to be entrances here, but if you have a half open block on the wall, then the fish just congregate there and don't act properly. And the turtles just swim into the walls, so it's not really that great. So I built this guy for my 200 subscriber special. I've got big plans from Under Island though. I really hate these blue glass walls. So instead of having that, I'm going to take them all out in the long run, and I'm going to make the entire base of the island smooth sandstone, and then all the dirt blocks on the bottom, I can show you, are going to be made into smooth sandstone, and all the walls of it, so it's going to be completely walled off. We'll release the fish, release a couple hundred more fish and more turtles, and then put thousands of bits of coral blocks under here. There'll just be a giant coral reef for all the way under the island. I think that'd be pretty cool. Anyway, next stop on the tour is the tower. So this is actually probably the oldest build that I haven't torn down. Yeah, it is. It's probably, I don't know, it's probably at least 5 years old. This is when Prismarine was just amazing, and I was like, wow, I've never seen anything like this. Temples, sweet. Right, so you come up here, obviously filled it with lava, because I was like, lava was just amazing. I was like, wow, what a cool light source. I can just use lava instead of torches, because we didn't have any lanterns, we didn't have basically anything at that point. Yeah, so in here I have all my end rated stuff and all the discs, including Lana Rain. Oh, there's anyone again. Yeah, so I got lots of Elytra, which I thought I'd never have. Got all these treasure maps. So I'm going to put the treasure maps all up through the tower. I'm going to put mannequins everywhere with all my diamond armor, with all the enchants, and just kind of keep it as a treasure tower. I keep this here at all times, and I keep another one on me, so this has all my stuff that I need on me at all times. This is my treasure box. I will have a treasure room in the future. So here's the dragon head. Got 28 spare ender chests. Yeah, so that's my island. What's the time? Are we how close to it? Oh, it's quite a while until sunset actually. Nah, we'll move on. Okay. This way is my factory, and basically it's where I get all the string for my villagers to get emeralds. There it is. So down here, definitely there'll be a better entrance to this, is my factory. So it needs a lot of work. Heavy steps. This is a kelp farm. I can't remember who made this originally. It's not great, but I wanted a kelp farm and I copied it, and it does work. Standard food farm. This is a skeleton farm. It's standard as well, but it goes into a sorter down there, so it throws out all the armor, the arrows, everything other than bone. That goes into lava, and the rest of it gets sorted into here just as bone. Obviously I've AFK'd and left a lot of bone here. And I thought, this isn't productive enough. I need more bone, but I don't have another skeleton farm. So, a guy called Silent Whisperer made this farm, which is if you look him up on YouTube, it's a flower farm, and then what I did is I turned it into a nylium farm, going into composters. Because in bedrock, when you bone meal red nylium, it gets like all the vegetation grows, and you get more than you put back in. I think it's like 50% more. So it will keep running itself through the composters going back into the machine, while also diverting some off to the sides, which I can use. So it basically doubles the capacity of bone meal and bone blocks. So that's that room, and then going down here is the start of my sugarcane farm. So I've got these two running at all times, lead into these, and then down here is a three-way spider spawner. You can see there's one going off there, but yeah, you turn the light on, like that, mine through here, get the trident, re-throw it so you get the XP. Oh wow, that's a squid farm as well now, amazing. Yeah, so they come from these chambers, and then I'll turn it on. Only one. There'd be a little light pollution from there. I need to fix that. Anyway, they come down there and they come through this way. This is my own design. I'm quite proud of this. Get caught there. They push each other into these. Go up there, and we see them up there. And once again, another sorter. So only the string comes through here. And then I take that to my island. So yeah, quite a lot of emerald production just there. I do have a bit more to this. One of them is a drowned zombie spawner. So it's a zombie spawner, which you catch them in a web, which then keeps them wet for 45 seconds. And then they turn into a drowned, which then will produce, it used to be gold, but now it is copper. It's not on, but yeah, that leads down to here. And this is not optimized, but yeah, there's a bit of copper there. I'll take that. Yep. Don't really come here very often. I thought this isn't very efficient, so I built this, which is my own invention again. It is absolutely terrible. It's not that inventive. Basically, this is on the seafloor. Fish will spawn. They get pulled down onto there. They get killed by the magma blocks, and then don't swim away, don't swim away, don't swim away. Oh, perfect examples. Right, so they down there, they drop their stuff, and then the minecart comes underneath, and it picks up the stuff, and yeah, I get it. So yeah, there's my farm there. Okay, next up, we're going to go to the Valley of Glass, I think. So yeah, I'll fly there. Well, I'm going to fly to the nether, and then we'll go through the nether to it. Oh, good God, I can't fly. Right, go through this. Actually, before we go to the Valley of Glass, in the nether is a blaze farm, a double blaze farm, which I'll show you. Also, I'm growing all this here because all the ceiling and floor is made out of this block, and it's quite expensive. Anyway, to the blaze farm. So, if you want to take the rail, you can. So you come here. Oh, drop down here. Replace this block, if you're feeling generous. And effectively, oh, is that lag? Yeah, that's lag. Wow, amazing. So, there is 2 spawners here. It's all made out of glass for a reason. They don't see glass. They can only see these blocks. So they fall down there. The blocks then lead to me, and they pathfind to me. So I stand here, it activates both of them, and then they fall down into this chamber. I get all the XP, and then they fall down into... all the blaze rods fall down to here. And what I've noticed is I can make this more effective in 2 ways. First off, I can shorten these bits and push the glass more that way without stopping the spawns, so they get into the chamber faster. And second off, that this is part of a fortress, and there's about 3 spawns up there. So I can either block it off entirely, or the smarter thing to do would be to block off all but one, make a little kill chamber, and while this is here, it will kill them, so these continue to spawn at a good rate. And I'll also get wither skulls, bones, gold, magma blocks. So yeah, make it way more efficient. Quite looking forward to doing that. Probably do it in about 2 years' time. Oh, I'm missing a block. How great. Okay. That's there. Right, let's fly this way. See if I can get up the tube first go. Up. Lovely. What a tremendous time I'm having. Okay, we head down here, and that leads to the Valley of Glass. Yep. You might think, why has he not finished this tunnel? I had, and then I'm working on the Valley of Glass, and I had to move the portal, and it was here, now it's there. Looks terrible. I'll probably fix it in 2 years' time. Okie dokie dokie Loki. Nearly loaded. Okay. So, this used to be the bedrock. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dig this down to the new bedrock, and I'm going to layer it 6 layers of purple glass so it looks smoky. I'm going to have a lot more red tendrils. I might replace all the blocks around the side. I don't know what yet. I need to test. I'm going to get those blocks down to the bottom as well. Yeah, this is not the most impressive part of it, but this is what I'm most proud of on the world. It is the Valley of Glass. Bit of an art project, but in the long run, I'm going to use these guys that I've bred here before to make a big trading hall for out there. Yeah, and what I like most about this is not only just the crazy views you get of everything, the colour, it's the fact that it changes. So from nighttime to daytime to raining to thunder, it all causes different light, which causes everything to be a slightly different colour. So it's always changing. And it sits in the jungle biome, very vibrant green. The water is my favourite colour the water can be. And yeah, and now the new particle effects from these flowers. And I put this in actually. Give me a second. I'm gonna fail it. Oh, I failed it. Anyway, that leads up onto that. It goes up into my bedroom up there. I put this in the other day. So it's all black concrete apart from the floor, which is black glass, and nothing can spawn. And when you turn it on to smelt things, then it lights up the room. That's the only light you have. But I'm planning in the long run to get an entire biome covered in black concrete so that I can have a bit of map art, which is just black concrete. I then put that in this back left corner or somewhere on this back wall and have a tunnel with no light leading to a giant dug out room bigger than the Valley of Glass with a big castle underground filled with my treasure. And I think that would be quite cool because you see this and you wouldn't ever think that that was in there. And likewise, I like that kind of thing. So back here, I have a mirrored storage room through this waterfall. Yeah, and this has all my stuff in it. I wasn't quite smart enough to, at the time, I think it was like a new thing, or only some people did it, was to automatically sort. And now that's all everyone does. So maybe when I fill this up, I might make another one, because I like storage rooms. They're quite pretty. I could probably make this one into one of those, but that seems like a lot of work. Ah, and a big loss to my world. If you watch my previous videos, when building this, a brown panda spawned above me, and I took it down here, and Max lived here for nearly 2 years, but as of today, it seems a glitch to do with the new update has deleted my brown panda, which on Bedrock is a 0.107% chance of occurring. So, unless I breed them on a mass scale, which I'm definitely going to do to get Max back, we won't be seeing him for a long time. It makes me sad. Also, a bat used to live in here called Batthink. Batthink? Bat? I can't remember his name. Yeah, so that is the Valley of Glass. What else is there? There's the castle and the party palace. The party palace is a bit of a joke build. I think it's like the second thing I ever built, and it's not great, but I built it and it's in here and it's a bit of fun. Yeah, I'll show you that last. We'll go to the castle next. Okay. So I put this in most recently, actually. So until this point, I just flew everywhere. So this is probably like the last 2 weeks, maybe 3. You can't put a minecart on this, James. Jungle boat. Sweet! Right, this way. I think it's this way. Should be the next one. Yep, there it is. Oh, I missed it. Oh, my heavens. Okay. We're at the castle. Come through here. This would be a mega project years ago, me and my friends, when they were playing on the server. Decided we're going to make a big castle here. And at first we went really hard at it, and then we kind of burnt out and all stopped playing. It was too big, and I would say that I was definitely not good enough builder to really do it. But this is my tower. I call it the Watchtower. Yeah, and that is the Tower of Pain, which I built with Sam. Never finished it. A guy called Will built this wall here, and this kind of little walkway up to the wall, which is beautiful. Me and Jay made this, which is a kind of breeding point for the villagers, and we get mending and all sorts of things from them. That's where the map's not loaded properly. Oh, interesting. Anyway, the reason we picked here is because it was an extreme mountain biome, which was a kind of it shouldn't be here. It's an error that kind of got put into a plains biome, so it's quite extreme for an old terrain generation. And it made this giant arch. So me and 3 others, no, yeah, actually 3 others, yeah, got some shovels and we shoveled this all out, flattened it out. You can see how, yeah, it used to be up there basically. And I might come back to this at some point, but for the moment, I'm gonna leave it. But yeah. Oh, the plans to show you how much of a chunk area it is. Look at that. That goes like like a large chunk of the world after one of the big updates. I'm going to make a giant port coming out here with a boat in it if I ever get round to building the castle. Let's go to the party palace. So we'll go back to my village first, and then we'll get the rail, because there's no actual bypass route. Bypass is what I call the blue ice travel. Yeah. I might cut, so we'll just go straight there, so you don't have to see me going back this way. Welcome back! Back at the train station, if I showed this earlier. I think I did. Here's Ninetails. Here is No Name. And, yeah, anyway. What did I show this earlier? If I didn't, here's a map. Map's missing. Walk through here. Yes, and there's sleeping boxes. Yes, lovely. Yes. Right. This is a beautiful bit of monorail, so I'm just going to let it go, put some great music on, and we're going to have a lovely time. Well, wasn't that amazing? This is the party palace. I built this a very long time ago. I know the tree is awful. I know the contents of the tree are awful, but don't worry, it only keeps getting worse. So right now, I put some lovely carpets in, some garish paintings, and we've got some fantastic costumes, and they're holding flowers, which you always do at parties. Well, I do at least. Then we have a collection of monks, because they look pretty plain. I don't know what, there's no professions here. It's because of the bar. They're too busy getting on the magic potions from Mo the cow. There's the party sheep. This is the party panda. He rolls around. Got some tables. Got some hot tubs. And yeah, well, thank you for watching. Hopefully the panda will roll in this end section. If he does, then you've got to subscribe. And if he doesn't, then you've got to subscribe. And thank you for watching. Oh, heavens above. Right, bye.